So I'll actually edit this video, unlike the last one. I've been holding off on making this video for about, I guess, so almost 2 weeks now, with good reason, and I won't cry in this one, I promise. Like, it could happen, we don't know. But I feel like this video has been necessary, but every day I've been coming up with excuses to not make it, and to sort of just keep pushing it back. But this video is necessary to sort of just let people know in many ways what's going on with me, and I've made a quick notepad thing to keep me in check so I know what I'm doing. So first off, for those who saw the video that I posted on, I think it was November 2nd, and who have messaged me or found old videos of mine and commented on them, or just something along those lines, just basically checking up on me, I want to say deep down from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. I had no idea that I had like touched that many people in some shape or form. So I got a couple of comments saying that my videos have helped people through their hard times, and that really it was weird in its own little way. But thank you to everyone who left comments like that. Thank you guys very much. That was very, very touching in its own little way, and it honestly meant a lot. I had a lot of people like messaging me on Twitter and just stuff like that, just people trying to get a hold of me. And a huge thank you to Shinto, Genesis, and Unlikely Yusha, and the people in my Discord. Just because for a while there I wasn't okay, and had it not been for some of them, I don't know what would have happened necessarily. So I should also thank some of my Japanese friends who don't watch my videos, but one of my Japanese friends in particular I talk to a lot, and she's really helped me sort of get through these last 2 weeks. So I don't really want to say a lot. So for those who saw the video that I posted 2 weeks ago where I essentially broke down and had a Britney moment, I don't really want to share too much. But essentially what I'm going to say is this. At the time, it was the worst pain, like worst emotional pain I've gone through in my entire life. Essentially, I lost my best friend, and the best friend is not dead, but I lost my best friend of 9 years. And I wasn't ready for it at all. I should have been, but I wasn't ready for it. And I didn't know how to take it, and I didn't react the best way, I think. And that 48 hours or so was like the worst 48 hours of my life. It was really rough. I didn't know how to deal with it. And here's what I'll say about that. Right now, I'm okay. When I was thinking about it, what happened is something that I wanted to happen a year ago. It took a year to happen. Almost exactly a year to happen. But I wasn't ready for it. But when I thought about it, I was like, this is exactly what I wanted a year ago. And I got it. And it sucked. It was like ripping off a Band-Aid that has needed to be ripped off for a really long time. It hurt in the moment. It still hurts a little bit. But it was necessary. I'll be okay. I'll be fine. 'Cause in the end, the parties involved will be happy, I think. And that's all I want to really say on that. Thank you to all who reached out to me. I wasn't okay, but to all those who have been worried, and to all those who were worried, I am okay. I'm not happy, but I will be. And now I want to talk about moving forward. So I'm going to keep moving forward in the best way that I can. So real quick, Freezax is no more. I can't continue Freezax for multiple reasons. One reason is because of something of the thing I was just sort of talking about. Another reason is because I am so severely depressed right now. I've been fighting this for so long, and while I was enjoying what I was creating, like what I made in October were my favorite videos I've ever made. My Turok versus Turok 2 video was my favorite thing I've ever made, and then my Resident Evil 2 review has some of my favorite jokes, and the skit in Nightmare Creatures vs. Shadow Man is my favorite skit. It was my favorite month of production, but behind the scenes I was not happy, and I was not okay, and I just wasn't feeling it, and I felt like I was going through the motions in many ways. There are many contributing factors to this, but I will not be continuing Freezax. In fact, in many ways, things in my life just need to change. And this is going to be sort of a long-winded update video / goodbye with a special little surprise at the end of the video. An unedited surprise, but a surprise nonetheless. So, yeah. So moving forward, I'm selling my Nintendo 64 collection with the exception of my Japanese games. Because I can't really take all of the games to Japan with me, because I'm still going to Japan. After a long thought, I've wanted to do it my entire life, and I'm not going to give up that chance. And I'm going to go to Japan, and I'm going to live the best life that I can. And I'm only going to take my Japanese N64 games with me, alongside a couple, like, American exclusive N64 games, but I am selling my collection to help fund this trip in Japan, because I need a certain amount of money when I get there, and I'm going to first I plan to sell the games, and then I'm going to donate half of what I make from my collection. I'm going to donate half of that to charity. I've been looking into 3 different things to donate to. One is an association for anxiety disorders, like studying anxiety disorders, and I have very bad anxiety, so I figured I would go donate to some of what I make of this to that company. Another one is for it's to research signs. It's to research for suicide prevention, essentially. I think it's a very good one too. My dad, who owns a company that kind of works with charity stuff, is partnered with them, and so I would like to sort of donate some of what I make to them. And then another one is for this little boy that I know who is currently in the hospital suffering from a pretty insanely bad disease that he's been fighting for a long time now, about a year or 2, and I'm going to donate some of what I earn, and I'm going to donate to him and his family. I will leave his GoFundMe in the description if I can find it. So, but it's something that my dad has been working close with, and I met him once, and I wanted to help him since. I was going to try to create Freezax t-shirts and sell Freezax t-shirts and take all the profits from there and give it to him, but Freezax is no more, so instead I'm going to donate some of the funds I make from selling these games to this little boy. So I'll leave his GoFundMe in the description nonetheless. So real quick, selling my games. Yes, I am. I'm going to leave a list of the games that I have in the description of this video. You can feel free to let me know if you are interested in buying any of them. I will let you know if they are complete in box, if they are just a box and a game, if they're just a box, if they're a box, game, and manual, all of that good stuff. I will make sure to put, I'll make sure to let you know. I need to go through and organize some of them right now. I've already sold Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, so don't ask for those ones. I gave my people in the Discord a chance first, and they took it. So, yeah, selling my games for a good cause, and to help me get to Japan. So, yeah. Next up is a big if. If I come back to YouTube, what's gonna happen? So, first up is I'll be making a new channel, and I'll be going with a new style. I created FreezeX almost 8 years ago, I think. Maybe it was longer than that. It was a long time ago. And there's so many memories. Like I wouldn't have been able to get to where I am with FreezeX without someone, and I don't feel like I can continue it without ever having that sort of like there. And I want, if I am ever in any shape or form successful on YouTube, I want it to be because of me. And I'm starting a new life. I feel like I'm a different person in many ways because I went to Japan and I experienced this new experience. So I want to start a new channel, and I want to do different things on it. What will I do on it? I'm not quite sure yet. I'm told myself I need 2 weeks off before I really start to think about things. Will it be game related? It will probably be game related, but it will probably have various things, not just video games on them. If you know me personally, you know that I'm a big fan of movies and TV shows and stuff like that. So I would like to talk about just a lot of different things, not just video games. Will it be N64 related? There's a good chance that whatever I create is going to be N64 related at first, and then I might branch off. We'll see. I need time. And this is a big if. Also, I'm working on something with my friends. I don't want to reveal what it is yet because there's a chance that it'll fall flat. But in about a couple days or so, I'm going to start heavy script writing for something that me and 2 of my buddies are making. And yeah, I think that'll be a pretty good project to keep me busy. I don't want to reveal anything. If we get something made, I'll reveal it. I'll reveal everything new on this channel first, and I'll send you guys to wherever I am creating. But this channel effect, it pretty much is done. But yeah, I'm working on something with friends. I also have a couple music projects in the works. I know I'm not like the most musically talented, and I can't sing pretty much at all. But I have a friend in Japan who wants to start a band, so we were like, okay, I guess we'll try to start a band of sorts. And then I just have sort of like, I've been like messing around with something myself that I want to sort of give a go. But once again, this is something that might never hit YouTube. It's just something that I'm doing to keep myself busy right now, and I'm listening to a lot of music to keep myself inspired. So we'll just have to see where that all takes us. I have no hope for this one. I just want to do it. So, and you can't say that you can't do it until you try, which is, I guess, my new motto. But this all means, in the end, that FreezeX is dead. FreezeX is no more. FreezeX is done. Versus is done. All of that is done. It was a very, very fun 4 years. Some of the memories and some of the things I did and some of the jokes that were made and some of the videos that I was able to create, they were all very fun to make. They were all very rewarding to receive all those comments, even the Banjo-Tooie comments. It was all very fun, but it's something that I'm not passionate about. It's something that when I came back to doing YouTube after I came back from Japan, that I found I was just kind of going through these motions, and I'm gonna steal something from professional wrestling because I love professional wrestling. Oh, by the way, I'm actually gonna try to start doing professional wrestling again. I'm looking into doing it starting, what's the English word? January, and maybe I'll update you on that if that ever gets going too. I've been working out twice a day every day, trying to get back into fighting shape. But yeah, so I'm going to steal something from professional wrestling real quick, which is often seen in professional wrestling as a lie to the fans, but I'm going to tell you this in an honest way. I lost my smile. I lost my real smile, and right now I want to find my smile again. I want to find what... Would you not? I want to find what makes me truly happy again in this life. When I find my smile, I will come back. When I find my smile, I will start creating again. But for now, I'm just not... I'm okay, but I'm not happy. And I want to be happy again. So that's what I'm going to do. When I come back, I will be happy. And I want you guys to know that. So, yeah, I will come back when I have an honest smile on my face. This smile throughout this video I think has been sort of a nervous smile. I've been realizing that my cheeks hurt, and I've been realizing that I've been smiling this whole time, and I think it's just out of me being nervous, because I am. I've been very nervous to make this video, but I finally am doing it. So yeah. But I don't want to like leave you guys completely. I want to like sort of leave you guys with something a little bit special. I'm not going to edit this though. It's going to be sort of just freestyle video type thing. I had mentioned in my Resident Evil 2 review that I was working on a top whatever Nintendo 64 games list. It was top 64. I was working on a top 64 Nintendo 64 games list. And these were best. Not my favorite, but best. And I figured I would just share what I have right now. I haven't played all probably the good N64 games yet, so there's a chance that... And I'm only doing the top 10. I'm not going to reveal the 64 that I have. I'm only going to do the top 10. But I haven't played and beaten Goemon's Great Adventure. I haven't played and beaten Mystical Ninja starring Goemon. Mischief Makers. I haven't beaten Bangayo all the way through, and I haven't beaten like Shiren the Wanderer or Rocket Robot on Wheels. I haven't beaten all these games, so this isn't like a definitive list, but for what I have played, which is around 150 around 150 N64 games, this is my list. First, though, is my top 10 favorite N64 games. I'm just going to list them off without explaining any of them because they're my favorite games, and if you disagree with my favorite games, I don't care. So, real quick, number 10, Mario Party 2, number 9, Banjo-Kazooie, number 8, Donkey Kong 64, number 7, F-Zero X, number 6, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, number 5, Ocarina of Time, number 4, Super Mario 64, number 3, Sin and Punishment, number 2, Majora's Mask, and number 1, Harvest Moon 64. Those are my 10 favorite N64 games, if anyone has ever been curious, but there you go. I love those games so much, and yeah, I just figured I'd list those off real quick, and now I'm going to move on to what games I think are the best. I was doing verses with the intention of doing this top 64 N64 games list, which would have been like the big verses, like the huge verses where I try to justify each placement, but I just don't think I'm ever really going to get to it. So I'm going to go ahead and list off my top 10, and these are the top 10 games I think are the best. I'll give you what they are, and I'll give you a short reason why I think it belongs in that spot. Number 10 is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. I think Tony Hawk's Pro Skater is a fantastic game, and I think Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 sort of just levels up everything that the first one had and improves almost everything with the exception of the competition stages. It's a very, very good game that combines so many elements of other games into one, and it's a skateboarding game, and it's just really, really rad. Especially, and if you play a bad version of one of those games, you can tell how good this one is. So yeah, number 9, F-Zero X. This game probably would be a little bit higher on the list if I ever played the expansion kit, but I don't have the expansion kit. This game is just very well designed. The graphics are solid. The controls are super tight. And the stages are really cool. So that's pretty much what I can say off the top of my head. Number 8, Perfect Dark. I don't remember Perfect Dark very well, but I remember it being a very solid experience, and that's what I'll say about that one. Resident Evil 2, everything about Resident Evil 2 is good. It's the best game as far as like tank controls go that I've ever played. Like, it designs the game around tank controls other than the game trying to work tank controls inside a game that can't do it. So yeah, really good. Super Mario 64, don't have much else to say. You could watch my review on it and you'll understand. Number 5, Ocarina of Time. I think Ocarina of Time is a wonderful game. I don't think it's nearly as bad as some people try to argue it is. I don't think it's flawless, but I do think it's a very, very solid game, especially for N64 standards. And if I'm honest with you, N64 standards in many ways are kind of low. Number 4 is Banjo-Kazooie. Good game, really good game. Not best game on the N64. Yeah. Number 3 is Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask, I think, takes the 3D level design that Ocarina sort of like introduced, and it sort of masters it to a certain degree. I would like to see Majora's Mask like completely remade, like, and it's reimagined. I'd like to see Majora's Mask and their 3D the 3D levels sort of reimagined rather than just remade, but reimagined, because I don't know if they could do much better than what they did. So but yeah, I'm interested in that. 2, Paper Mario. Paper Mario is not a flawless game by any means, but Paper Mario is, I think, the smoothest game on the N64 as far as like playing it goes. That said, it can be boring, which I think is its biggest flaw. And number 1, and this is the only game on the N64 that I've like ever like in my head rated as a 10 out of 10, and that is Star Fox 64. I know that is a surprise to some of you guys, but Star Fox 64 I think is pretty much flawless. Even when I tried to come up with things to critique about it, I'm like, I mean, I could see why people would be bothered by blank, 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 but I don't think it's really a problem. I just think it's a not as good thing and a really good game, essentially. Yeah. So yeah, there's my top 10. To give you a quick rundown without mentioning reasons or anything, but 20, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, 19, Shadow Man, 18, Custom Road V2, 17, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, 16, Harvest Moon 64, 15, Sin and Punishment, 14, Donkey Kong 64, 13, Banjo, 12, Ogre Battle 64, and Diddy Kong Racing. So there you go. There is the final FreezeX type video type deal for you. Thank you all for 4 years, and the next time you see me, I will be happy. I will be truly happy. If you don't ever see me again, then maybe I am happy, but maybe I found happiness in isolation outside of video game creation or some video creation. I found happiness outside of it. So I'm okay, and I will be. Thank you. Thank you. I don't want to I don't want to click the stop recording button, because I just realized that that's the end. I'm going to manipulate my viewers' emotions now by playing my second favorite video game song. It was messed up to do, but I think it's fitting. So, and I was going to play this song that I have here at the end of Versus, but we never got there. So thank you.